need to talk to her. We need to see her, or at least know that she's good from her mouth.
Stress, worry, and an inability to contact his cousin Antonia as she faces deportation to Africa while in medical distress. Isaac, her cousin, says it all started Thursday when she was taken to the hospital with a hurt ankle. While there, she was served with a deportation notice. Despite her state, Isaac and Antonia complied, taking her to the airport. But when they got there, she began feeling even more unwell.
She was feeling pain in her neck, and her breathing was just continuing being really strong. And then the lady that was doing the check, she said, no, I don't think she can be traveling today. I need to call my manager. And when she went to call her manager, that's the same moment that Antonia collapsed and went down.
Isaac says EMS and police arrived and Air Canada staff told him and their group to leave the airport. Because she wasn't able to travel due to her medical issues, he says she wound up in the Remand Centre over fear she would try to hide from authorities. Her lawyer said they could pay a $6,000 bond to have her released.
She's not a criminal. She didn't do anything wrong. How can we possibly go from hospital to detention and paying $6,000 cash?
Antonia, originally from Angola, moved to Calgary as a refugee in 2018 to live with Isaac. Unable to get a hold of her Saturday, Isaac, along with members of Black People United and BLM YYC, went to the Remand Centre to make sure she was okay.
Remand Centre claims everybody who comes in, checks in, has the right to have a phone call. Why have we not heard from her? Everybody who could have received a call was in front of Remand last night with us. We simply want to make sure she's okay.
Prudence says they've spoken with lawyers who say Antonia is being treated unfairly due to her state.
At least let her rest and then see you're going to deport her later on. But to literally take her from a hospital to the airport, we did not think that was something that could happen. That just seems so intense to us.
Isaac says he hasn't slept since Thursday and plans to continue doing what he can to get a hold of Antonia, someone he believes should be able to stay in Canada.
She was working as a facility for old age. She's paying her taxes, her bill. Why you guys are deporting her? She's doing everything to help the country, and you guys can't see that.
In Calgary, Taylor Braat, City News.
In an update this evening, City News has learned that Antonia's father has paid her bond to see her released. He paid the fees to avoid his daughter's distress, according to a source who spoke to their lawyer.